I'd have what you call an addictive personality. Being around the ocean, you know, my anxiety goes up, and I just want to jump in. It's actually like hurting me inside not to be in the water right now, but family time's important, definitely. Come here, Sayla.
Ocean! Look at ocean! Look at ocean!
Is it the ocean? Well, look.
Wow, that's the beautiful ocean.
Alright, so heading back to Nanaimo. Tonight I am going to be going home. I haven't been back for about 10 days. Sayla, Jasmine, and Zaya all came back with me. I had to work on the mainland an extra couple of days, so I decided not to go home, and I just stuck around. But it was good. Went to Point Roberts and also getting for a dive with Fred out in White Rock. I'm here in Toussaint. Look at the water over there. I've never seen it that clear. I really wish at the moment I could go hit that breakwater. I'm sure the visibility would be phenomenal. The visibility in this whole area has been really, really nice lately, all around the West Coast for that matter. I'm excited to hit Campbell River tomorrow. Gonna be meeting up with some new faces and seeing some familiar faces to top it off. I love summertime, I love spring, days getting longer, be able to catch the sunset now. Sayla, come here, baby, come on. And yeah, see everybody in the morning. Yeah, Zaya? Yeah. That was the horn. Cool, eh? Beep. You can't, hey, don't be climbing like that, baby. Come on, be safe. Be safe, okay? Sayla's becoming a little wild child. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have it any other way. I had always hoped that my kids would be able to keep up with me. Si's been walking up a storm, so I don't think he's too far behind. Yes, aren't you?
Yes!
Fearless little girl? I had been missing these family ferry trips. So bright and early, about to hit the road. It's about 6:45. Thank God for flex fuel. Not as bad for the environment, so I don't feel too bad about driving 2 hours today, and also a lot cheaper, so it makes these trips a little bit more affordable, but it's still quite expensive. Today it's just me driving out solo, meeting up with a couple of people out there, and we're diving just north of the Discovery Passage. I think I'm almost at the spot. Driving some forestry road. Never been to this area before, so kind of excited. Hopefully the guys can find me. I don't have cell phone reception here, so I guess that's to be determined, but really wet out, kind of a sketchy ride here on the highway. Hydroplaning here and there, had to take it slow, but getting here nice and early, and slack tide is around 11:15, so we wanted to get here nice and early just to ensure we didn't miss it. So we might have to scout the area out, make sure it's not a river before we jump in, and then yeah, hopefully have some good visibility and see some interesting life. Pretty excited. So I found Brian. We are going to be getting in the water pretty soon. Rich was going to come too, but unfortunately he went out a bit too late last night and he's a bit hungover, so yeah, he's going to sit this one out, but it's all good. Rich, thanks for being honest. The visibility here is looking absolutely phenomenal. Like, I'm talking 15-meter viz. Obviously it's a bit rainy out, the weather isn't perfect, but hey, with a nice bright torch in the water, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. So we're gonna scout this new area. Thanks Brian for meeting up. Otherwise I would have been out here solo, which is not fun. So I'm gonna get dressed and geared, look at some of the beautiful scenery here, and then jump in the ocean. Brian's a cinematographer, and he was happy to contribute some footage for this video. Keep an eye out for a short ice diving film he did with Canadian freediving record holder Luca Malagatti. The weather could have been better, but did we ever luck out with the visibility? Brian and I were completely blown away. I'm quite confident this was the best visibility I've experienced yet in British Columbia. Next level stuff. Right away, I was greeted by a massive sunstar and loads of life and colorful walls. I rarely have footage of myself to edit, so it was a nice treat to have multiple vantage points. I was spotting some Puget Sound king crab. They were far too small to harvest, plus they were female to top it off. They are nice on the eyes though. more time I spend in and around the ocean, the more screwed up I realize it is. Regardless of how remote I am, I find plastic garbage and lost fishing gear. On the drive out, I passed fish farm after fish farm, and I think we all know the effects commercial fishing is having on virtually all fish species in the Pacific Northwest. This spot should have been covered in kelp beds, but humans almost brought sea otter populations to extinction. And rising sea temperatures have resulted in the sunstar not having a fighting chance against the starfish waste syndrome. Although the visibility was awesome, this was far from a picture-perfect dive. Humans suck. And yes, I know, I'm not perfect, and I definitely need to start reflecting harder on my own habits. We all do. Urchin upon urchin. What a bummer. I'm sure historically, this place would have been loaded with rockfish. We only spotted a handful. Nice camouflage, buddy. Lingcod selfie. I hate to always focus on the negative, but sometimes I find it hard to be optimistic. Hopefully things will get better one day. After a solid 2 hours or so, we got cold and called it a day. Despite the urchin barren, I can't lie, it was hard not to smile with the great visibility. We said goodbye to the lone sunstar and swam back to the shore. Thanks again, Brian. That was a really epic time in the water. One of the nicest dives I've been on in a long time. The visibility makes such a nice difference when you can see down 10-15 meters. Way more relaxing. You can see your dive buddy. Feels a bit safer too than diving where you lose sight of each other after 4 or 5 meters. Really nice treat. I was kind of dragging my heels this morning. I wanted to dive, I wanted to come out here, but 2-hour drive at 7 a.m. I was kind of dreading that part of it. But zero regrets like always. Happy I made it out here and met up with Brian. Really nice guy. Really fun time. Saw a lot of life. I'll be honest, a little depressing again at times. Historically, there was a lot of sea otters in this area and sunstar eating up all those urchin, and you know, a lot of the reef out there is an urchin barren. But still saw a lingcod, saw some rockfish, and no keepers today. A couple smaller female Puget Sound king crab. Regardless, awesome time. Gonna make the long 2-hour drive back to Nanaimo. Hi, baby. What's up, guys? What's up, baby? That evening, we went for a stroll. You found a really cool flower, but you put it right in my drink. Why'd you do that? And checked out some of the nature in the area.
Yeah.
Look, come check it out. Come here, look at this. It's a big ant nest. See all those ants? They're everywhere. See them all? They're all bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, see all the ants? They all live there and they're building a little ant nest. Big ant hill. He's such a happy little guy.
Park!
Yeah, let's go.
That's the park!
I love editing my dive footage, but it's non-stop smiles when I go through my family stuff. I'm so happy to have these moments. They're only young once, and they're growing up fast. Okay, so it's a pretty nice day out. Yesterday was a lot of fun. So much fun, in fact, that I'm gonna go diving 2 days in a row. I can usually make that work in the longer days in the springtime. So I'm meeting up back with Brian, and we're gonna hit a more familiar spot here in the Nanaimo area. Hopefully some good visibility. Don't want to waste these days, that's for sure. Oh, that's a cool flower, Sava.
I love flower.
Oh, you got 2 really nice ones. Where'd you find those?
1.
1, and how many? How many?
2.
2. High five. Found it. Yeah. Just got here. Really beautiful day. The wind's coming up though, and causing a bit of waves. Those annoying waves that aren't really dangerous, but they go right over your snorkel, and it makes doing your breathe up a bit of a struggle. But looking down at the water. The visibility looks awesome, so at least we got that going for us. Regardless, last second dive, can't expect too much. Better than sitting at home and doing nothing. So gonna jump in here with Brian and yeah, oh there he is, yeah, and get exploring. Pretty cool. I've been here countless times and I found a fossil, an old shell or something like that in the sandstone here. A lot of them in this area apparently. I used to spearfish here all the time until I was called out on it. Since then, I've yet to be back with my spear gun. Shore dives like this can see a lot of pressure, so I now choose to hit more remote spots. To each their own, but this is still one of my favorite local spots to free dive. I've dove this wall countless times, and it's yet to get old. So awesome. I'm not sure what was going on here, but there were schools of greenling. I've never seen so many at once. The sea lion rudely interrupted us while we were out. Luckily, it took one look at me and got scared and bailed. I was seeing a lot of pregnant copper rockfish, which was great. Keep populating the reef, fishies. Scallop never open in this area. They make nice eye candy though. I've been seeing more and more abalone as of lately. They are also nice to view, but I wonder what their populations looked like before humans started pillaging. Anyone know what this thing is? It looks like a sea snake, but I think it's some kind of worm. I'm not positive, so help me out if you can. We found a few clouds of shrimp, nutrient-rich water indeed. I'll never get tired of this spot. Another day, another dive. Yeah, it was a great time out there. We're wrapping things up now and gonna head back home and spend some time with the family. Going to the pool tonight. Tomorrow, might go to Victoria. Thinking about driving out there and checking out that skywalk on the way back and then heading back to the mainland for some work and some editing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to keep me busy when I get back to the mainland. Yeah, nice sunny day, spring's in the air, visibility is still holding it down, so 0 complaints. It's funny, you see one and then you see them all over the place. Found this little fossil hanging out in that little puddle. Looks like an old clamshell. So cool. Never found a fossil before, this is my first one. So I am pretty hyped. Are we going on an adventure?
Yes.
Is that adventure time? Yeah, buddy. So we got up a little earlier. We're heading on the road right now. Gonna head to Victoria and also check out that skywalk. I think that's off the Malahat. It's $70, $35 per person, but I think it'll be worth it. Beautiful views up there, and there'll be a massive slide for a sailor to ride down. So it's a little fun little day excursion with the family. Stick around if you want. We started the day off with a walk at Ogden Point. Of course, the visibility was some of the best I had ever seen. Water visibility here at Ogden is like crystal clear. It's probably like 20-meter viz. At least it looks like it from the surface. I didn't bring my dive gear. Family day. Yeah, you're welcome, Jasmine.
Sailor, slow down, baby.
Yeah, I gotta take one for the team here and there. You liking this, huh? Better be. I'm just playing. These family moments beat any dive trip. Life is all about balance, which I believe I've found. I don't think the conditions get too much better here at Ogden, but oh well. I dove here once, that was March 2020, just before that lockdown kicked in during the pandemic. I've always meaned to get out here again, but the opportunity never really presented itself. It's a really popular spot to free dive and scuba dive. You're out here in the ocean, kind of away from shore. Area is really subject to current, so a lot of good life in here, a lot of lingcod. Zero harvesting while diving though. You can hook and line fish when season opens, but no spear fishing, no hand harvesting. Still a really nice spot to dive, and if you're looking for some lures, if you do drop a hook and line from time to time, you can usually retrieve a lot of fishing gear here too. So I'll make it back one day, hopefully sooner than later. Not yet, Selah. Next up on this little adventure, Fisherman's Wharf. We are gonna look for some donuts maybe, walk around and get some sunshine. Wanna go see a float home?
Yeah.
Float home. If you ever find yourself in Victoria, Fisherman's Wharf is a must go. Selah and I did some land snorkeling off the dock, then we hit Puerto Vallarta Amigos for lunch. Jasmine doesn't boycott commercial fishing to the same extent I do. I don't expect everyone to share the same views as I. We got some mini donuts and went to town. Yum. Say hi, Otter.
Hi, Otter.
We also got to see the local celebrities. Selah was jamming out to some street musicians. Not sure where she got her moves, but it wasn't for me. Oh, hey, look, a dandelion. We made one last stop downtown for some tea and saltwater taffy. Don't worry, Zai. We didn't forget about you, buddy. We didn't forget about you. Hey, bud. Have fun? Indeed. Indeed.
What's that one? We don't know what that one.
Last stop on this long and busy day, we're gonna check out that Malahat Skywalk. I always love looking at viewpoints and the ocean from height, from elevation. Probably be able to scout out some dive spots up there. So we're gonna try to hit that slide up too. Our youngest, actually no, our oldest for that matter, she passed out on the way. So Selah, you wanna go on the big slide? Selah, 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 Selah. No, we've had a long day, baby, but you wanna go? You wanna go, baby? Selah, Selah, hi, hi, hi. She's probably gonna kill me when she gets older for that one, but oh well, totally worth it.
That's so cool.
Hello.
This place is looking awesome already. Super excited to get up there. Check out these awesome views. Already seeing the ocean. Oh man, dive spot after dive spot from up here. The Skywalk is a 600-meter tree walk through a beautiful forest leading to a spectacular spiral ramp which takes you 32 meters to a sightseeing lookout offering views of the Saanich Peninsula, Mount Baker, and the distant coastal mountains. Yeah, it's stuff straight up my alley. This is next level beautiful. They also have an epic slide to top it off. Jasmine's scared of heights. I had to convince her to come to this spot, but I think she is happy she did.
I am happy.
Yeah, of course you
I
are.
might not
It's
look
beautiful.
over the edge, but
You want to do the net there? Maybe.
we could send the kids and see if they survive.
Yeah. Selah was on board, and although a little uneasy at first, it didn't take her long to warm up. Zaya was happy enough just stumbling around. The views from the top were something else. 250 meters above sea level. I'd pay $35 again to see this priceless view any day. I'm definitely gonna find a way down to the shoreline though. Looks like some nice coastline not too far away. So the slide, really fast. I guess it takes about 10 seconds to go down. I wasn't aware at the time, but you gotta be, I think it's 48 inches or 5 years old. So Selah's all excited for it, but I don't think she's gonna be the right height or age to cruise down. So I let Jasmine take one for the team. She'll be taking the 10-second trip to the bottom, and I'll walk back down with the kiddos. Sorry, Selah. Jasmine said she had to hold back the screams as she was on camera. She's flying though. So much fun. Apparently it was worth running back for, so I'm gonna give it a go. I didn't seem to go as fast, but I still enjoyed it, and I'm happy I got the experience. Sorry, Selah. Note to self, look up the rules before making promises to your kids. That's fun, Tex. Woo. Yeah. High five, baby. Yeah. just wrapping up another 3 days off. What an awesome time. Met some new people, saw some beautiful scenery, and got some good time with the kiddos and my wife. I can't ask for much more in life, that's for sure. Thanks everybody who stuck out to the end and watched the whole entire adventure, and also shout out to the ones that just want to watch the diving. You know, that's cool too. Some big changes coming. Not too sure if they'll be good changes or bad, so to be determined, but we'll see what happens. No, we're not having a third kid. That wouldn't be a bad thing, but no plans for that. But yeah, we'll see more on that in the future. I just want to take this opportunity to thank my wife. She does so much for the kids. You know I take off and go to work and pay the bills, but watching Zaya and Sayla, it's a 24/7 job, and she holds it down amazingly. A lot of people, they don't get out once a month if they have kids. I get out still every weekend. So Jasmine, I love you with all my heart. You're one of the best moms out there, that's for sure. All right. Anyways, thanks like always, people, for watching my channel. Thanks for all the support and amazing comments, and again, the likes to top it off. Peace, and thanks for watching. See y'all again. Bye.